You're not cleaning the spilled milk off the floor because you held the milk carefully when you had it. You were conscious about how you carried the damn milk. Consciousness. This is the finances. You're not trying to fix a financial mess because when you got the money and you got blessed with the money, you were conscious about protecting the money. You understood the number one rule of wealth building, which starts before the building actually begins. The number one rule of wealth building is not building the wealth. The number one rule of wealth building is to preserve the wealth. And if you preserve it, then you got a chance to build. So before you win the game, you got to stay in the game. Before you win the Super Bowl, you got to avoid getting injured. Before you win the Super Bowl, you got to protect the damn ball. Before you throw the ball, you got to protect it. So a lot of times we find ourselves in a deficit model where you're catching up, and Mia's making sure her nephew doesn't get caught up in that. Hopefully you bring your nephew to class and maybe share this video with him. I'm talking about your family now because you wrote this inspirational statement. I'm just so I love what you said. I mean, you got me fired up. And so by minimizing the number of problems that he has to solve, she's given him a better life than that. My father, who was, I told you I had two daddies, and one of them was both. Actually, I'm sorry, both of them were addicted to heroin. One of them never got off the drug until later. The other one kicked it, and so the daddy who kicked it, the one who raised me, Larry Watkins, he also he drank a lot, drinking and drugs. That drug he left the drugs behind, but the alcohol's kind of stuck around, the cigarettes and all that. And the best thing he ever did for me was he told me that if you want to avoid problems in your life, don't ever take a drink. Don't ever drink alcohol ever. And and that was wonderful because I started seeing how many black men, tell me if you've seen this, black and women too, who make terrible decisions while they're drunk. How many? I mean, I've seen it. I've been in these streets and I've seen friends, people I know, good people, get drunk, get behind the wheel, kill somebody, and next thing you know, everybody's calling you a murderer. Or I've seen people go to the club, everybody's drinking. Next thing you know, they're dead because somebody stepped on somebody's shoe, or maybe they survived, but they had to shoot somebody to survive, so now they got 30 years in prison. I've seen all those scenarios play out. So the gift that my dad gave me was he said just don't even start, don't even open that Pandora's box. And so when I read that Gen Zers, and I'm thinking about Gen Z a lot today because I'm going to do an interview on this podcast. It's called I think it's called like Money, Mike and Moolah or Money and Moolah or something like that. I gotta look it up. I want to shout them out because they seem like they're doing good stuff. I can't find it, but I'll find it because I want to shout out people that are doing good stuff. Anyway, so here's the deal. Um, you know, there are studies now that say that millennials or and Gen Zers, actually Gen Zers in particular, are not drinking liquor, and that just makes me so happy because I'm like, wow, they're avoiding so many problems that come from that, and that stuff kills you. That stuff is poisonous. Have you read the studies where they're finally realizing how linked alcohol is to like cancer and brain damage and all kinds of other stuff. It's Mac and Mula, by the way, Mac and Mula. I look forward to meet. I'm in Florida to go talk to them today, and so to me, I think that's great. It's one less thing to worry about. It's one less thing that'll make you sick, but it's also one less thing that's going to cost you money. It's one less thing that's going to cause you to make bad decisions that are going to be very expensive to get out of. I wrote an article years ago with AOL Black Voices because I had to cover whatever topic they wanted me to cover. That's how I got started. I started off when I was at Syracuse and nobody gave a damn what I had to say. And I was trying to get people to pay attention. I went to AOL Black Voices and I applied to write for their publication. At that time, they had the biggest platform, like the biggest black platform online.